Hey guys, I just wanted to respond to some of the really stupid takes I've been seeing in the aftermath of the judicial recounts of Canada's federal election. Apparently, conservatives are not allowed to complain about things Elections Canada does wrong because in two by-elections, the judicial recount showed the conservatives won. If this sounds like a very asinine argument, it's because it is. Okay, so for a little bit of background, in the riding of Windsor-Tecumseh Lakeshore, the Conservative had won on election night by around 250 votes. It was super tight, so they did a judicial recount, and after that, the Conservative had won by 4 votes. Okay, well, that's good. That's what the result is, and I'm happy that the result was properly reflected by the vote count. Even if it's just like the same result, but it's a different margin, I want the margin to also be accurate. And then we have another riding, Terra Nova, the Peninsulas, where on election night the Liberal had won by 12 votes, or it seemed like they had won by 12 votes, and after the judicial recount, the Conservative had won by 12 votes, an exact mirrored flip. Okay, how does this have anything to do with Elections Canada missing ballot boxes, and in ridings like Terrebonne in Quebec, where the Liberal has now only won the riding by 1 vote, but Elections Canada sent people mail-in ballots with the wrong returning addresses? Why are these two things connected? The Conservatives benefiting in these two ridings, and not even benefiting, they just simply did their jobs properly, and the Conservative had won the riding, which is what the votes basically reflected, that now precludes them from saying, in this other riding, where they actually were not in the contention for winning it, it was between the Liberals and the Bloc Québécois, that now it's apparently hypocritical for Poilievre to say that there should be a by-election there. Why? Because he won Terra Nova, the Peninsulas? These things are not connected. Even in ridings like Windsor-Tecumseh Lakeshore, I would like there to be more answers on what ended up happening. Because during the judicial recount, the Green Party, which only had like 750 votes in the riding, ended up losing like 390 votes during the recount. I want to know if someone counting the votes wrong is some Green activist just counting other people's ballots for the Greens because, screw the other guys. Of course, we should know that. And then again, you have Elections Canada messing things up, like the mail-in addresses, like the ballot boxes, like having polling stations that aren't open. There were some problems. And calling out those problems does not mean you're denying the election result. It's asking for just basic procedural reviews to make sure that things are always done properly, because we haven't had these problems in past elections. And we shouldn't then be attacked and accused of election denial for just wanting basic standards upheld. It's not too much to ask for, and these people are being partisan hacks for attacking Conservatives for winning these judicial recounts, and then also wanting other things that weren't done right to be done right. Whatever.